Let's start with Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Let's do some Radha jap. Radha, Shri Radha, Radha, Shri Radha, Radha, Shri Radha. By reading Bhagavad Gita as it is, by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness. We are in chapter 10, text 5. We read till Ahimsa, I think. Just kidding. I'll read that again. Ahimsa. Okay? Ahimsa, non-violence, means that one should not do anything which will put others into misery or confusion. Material activities that are promised by so many politicians, sociologists, philanthropists, etc., do not produce very good results because the politicians and philanthropists have no transcendental vision. They do not know what is actually beneficial for a human society. Ahimsa means that people should be trained in such a way that the full utilization of the human body can be achieved. The human body is meant for spiritual realization. So any movement or commissions which do not further the spiritual happiness of people in general is called non-violence. But sorry, I missed something. Yeah, sorry, I'm so sorry. The human body is meant for spiritual realization. So any movement or commissions which do not further that end commit violence on the human body. That which furthers the future spiritual happiness of the people in general, is called non-violence. Samatha means equanimity, refers to freedom from attachment and aversion. To be very much attached or to be very much detached is not the best. This material world should be accepted without attachment or aversion. That which is favorable for prosecuting Krishna consciousness should be accepted. That which is unfavorable should be rejected. That is called samatha or equanimity. A person in Krishna consciousness has nothing to reject and nothing to accept, save in terms of its usefulness in the prosecution of Krishna consciousness. Means what? Samatha means you're not deriving any pleasure, nor you're deriving any dukkha. You're doing your duty and you're doing in the mode of service, niswart bhav. And when you do it this way, you you feel that you have done the service to God. So it's not for your so many people do service so that they feel appreciation, they get validation. You don't do for such things. You do for Krishna. You do because uh, you are a human and you are a Krishna conscious person. You are a devotee, and it is your duty. As a duty, you do it. So a person in Krishna consciousness has nothing to reject and nothing to accept, except in terms of its usefulness in the prosecution of Krishna consciousness. Unless it is something which is adding to spreading Krishna consciousness, he doesn't see anything else. Tushti means satisfaction. Means that one should not be eager to gather more and more material goods by unnecessary activities. One should be satisfied with whatever is obtained by the grace of the Supreme Lord, and that is called satisfaction. Yes. It's not should be, I would read it as you already feel satisfied. Because whatever you have is whatever God has given to you, you're satisfied with it. If you're not satisfied, then you're living in that scarcity mindset, daridre. Then you'll invite more and more scarcity, and because of it, more and more dukkha, adversity. But if you're satisfied, and in real terms that you feel satisfied, you feel grateful to God for giving you at least this much, then you will not be in that scarcity mindset, which may have got you so much of adversity in your head, right? So I'll give you one example. There was a mom who used to think that if my child goes to this big school now, then he will be very intelligent. He will have a good career. But she didn't have that kind of money to pay that fees for that big school. And because of this thought, she used to feel upset. So she kept thinking that, oh, my son is not doing well because he's not in good school. He's not in good school, that's why he's not doing. Now, what has happened? What has she done? By just this one thought, she has started to think that her life is miserable or her child is going to not going to have a good future. Now, because of this thought, constant thought, it will turn into reality because that's how the material world works. Whatever you, whatever thoughts you put out there is going to manifest itself. So you will see that you will attract lot of sadness because of one sad thought. But when we twist this around and if she thinks that no, whatever, it's okay if he's not in a great school, but whatever we can do to make his career better, we will do that. He's doing great in the school. He's studying well. With God's grace, he's got good intelligence to bring so much marks. So he will do great. If we keep this thought instead, you will see that he will do even much better than what you had expected. And nothing changes. It's the same school, same son, with same abilities going and getting marks. But what just changed? The entire environment that you were living in just changed from adversity to satisfaction. Yes. So this is the magic. Tushti, satisfaction, means that one should not be eager to gather more and more material goods by unnecessary activity. One should be satisfied with whatever is obtained by the grace of the Supreme Lord. That is called satisfaction. Tapas means austerity or penance. Tapasya. Many people meditate in certain form, like on one standing on one leg or under the rain. So they want to endure some kind of difficulty to overcome the material world, the harshness of Maya. And they feel that once they overcome that harshness, once the rain will not feel like rain, it will in fact convert you into a fish. Then you you grow beyond that. You grow beyond that difficulty. You don't find this as a difficulty. Now you come to a next higher level of challenge, right? Because you're mentally so strong now. Your frequency has shifted. So, tapas means austerity or penance. There are many rules and regulations in the Vedas which apply here, like rising early in the morning and taking a bath. Sometimes it is very troublesome to rise early in the morning. But whatever voluntary trouble one may suffer in this way is called penance. Similarly, there are prescriptions for fasting on certain days of the month. One may not be inclined to practice such fasting, but because of his determination to make advancement in science of Krishna consciousness, he should accept such bodily troubles when they are recommended. However, one should not fast unnecessarily or against Vedic injunctions. One should not fast for some political purpose that is described in Bhagavad Gita as fasting in ignorance. And anything done in ignorance or passion does not lead to spiritual advancement. Everything done in the mode of goodness does advance one. However, and however and fasting done in terms of the Vedic injunctions enriches one in spiritual knowledge. Yes. So anything done in the mode of goodness does give you a spiritual advancement. But if you do fasting as per Vedic injunctions, then it is going to be very enriching. It is going to be very enriching experience and advancement as well. So generally, they recommend you to do fast on Ekadashi. That is the first day after Amavas. So whenever there is Ekadashi, try to do some fast. So what are the types of fasting? You can do Nirjal fast. That is only on water. Then you can do only fruits fast. You can have only fruits and milk, no grains. You can do that kind of fast. Then you can do like only one time you eat the meal, one meal you skip. You can do that fast. So anytime. So sometimes you can also skip one of the meals of the day and you can do fast. But it's recommended that you do fasting as per the Vedic injunctions, not just randomly how you feel like. Because there is some importance tied to those injunctions. Vedic scriptures are made after um, it's made after a lot of calculation and lot of results, lot of experiments. They are not just written like that. They are the actual realization of God and how things work in material world and it how things will work for your better good in this material world. So they have it all. As far as charity is concerned, one should give 50% of his earnings to some good cause. And what is a good cause? It is that which is conducted in terms of Krishna consciousness. That is not only a good cause, but the best cause. Because Krishna is good, his cause is also good. Thus, charity should be given to a person who is engaged in Krishna consciousness. According to the Vedic literature, it is enjoined that charity should be given to the Brahmanas. This practice is still followed, although not very nicely in terms of Vedic injunction. But still, the injunction is that charity should be given to the Brahmins. Why? Because they are engaged in higher cultivation of spiritual knowledge. A Brahman is supposed to devote his whole life to understanding Brahma. Brahma, Brahma Jnanatiti Brahmana. One who knows Brahman is called Brahman. Thus, charity is offered to the Brahmins because they are always engaged in higher spiritual service and have no time to earn their livelihood. In the Vedic literature, charity is also to be awarded to one in the renounced order of life, the sannyasi. The sannyasis beg from door to door not for money but for missionary purposes. The system is that they go from door to door to awaken the householders from the slumber of ignorance. Because the householders are engaged in family affairs and have forgotten their actual purpose of life, awakening their Krishna consciousness, it is the business of the sannyasis to go as beggars to the householders and encourage them to be Krishna conscious. As it is said in the Vedas, one should awake and achieve what is due him in this human form of life. This knowledge and method is distributed by the sannyasis. Hence, charity is to be given to the renouncer of life, to the Brahmins, and similar good causes, not to any whimsical cause. Yashas means fame, should be according to Lord Chaitanya, who said that a man in famous, a man is famous when he is known as a great devotee. That is real fame. If one has become a great man in Krishna consciousness and it is known, then he is truly famous. One who does not have such is infamous. All these qualities are manifest throughout the universe in human society and in the society of the demigods. There are many forms of humanity on other planets, and these qualities are there. Now, for one who wants to advance in Krishna consciousness, Taiguju, Krishna creates all these qualities, but the person develops them himself from within. One who engages in the devotional service of the Supreme Lord develops all the qualities as arranged by the Supreme Lord. Of whatever we find, good or bad, the origin is Krishna. Nothing can manifest itself in this material world which is not in Krishna. That is knowledge. Although we know that things are differently situated, we should realize that everything flows from Krishna. Let's end here with Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Let's do some Radha Jap. Radha, Sri Radha, Radha, Sri Radha, Radha, Sri Radha.